I was maintaining helicopter for chief ministers, cabinet ministers, and top industrialists. Safety always comes first. I will always believe in proactive planning and preventive maintenance. So in short, my approach is safety as a non-negotiable base, preventive planning to manage cost, and honest communication.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, a podcast by Directors Institute, World Council of Directors. Here, we sit down with aviation pioneers, boardroom thinkers, and global change makers to explore what leadership really looks like today in an age shaped by ESG, governance, disruption, and next gen strategy. Our guest today isn't someone who just keeps flying. He keeps systems running, teams performing, and fleets fully operational across continents. With more than 25 years of experience across civil, military, and offshore aviation, Mr. Ravi Kumar has led large scale maintenance operations, restored grounded aircrafts, negotiated multi-million-dollar contracts, and set up entire bases from scratch. From managing VVIP helicopters, Nigeria's presidential AW139s, to executing a $600 million contract for offshore ops, his journey spans not only machines but mindsets. Today on FaceTime with Leaders, we talk about the lessons behind the rotor blades, the strategy behind the safety, and the vision it takes to lead an industry where every seconds and every screw counts. Sir, thank you so much for being here with us today. It's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you, Tanay. Thank you very much to providing me this opportunity.
Sir, could you please walk us through your career journey in your own words? Like, where did it all begin? What were the key turning points that brought you to where you are today?
Yeah, Tanay, my aviation journey began in 1997 when I joined the aircraft maintenance engineering course. Until then, I had only seen aircraft from a distance, but I was very fascinated about the aviation. After completing the course, I moved to Delhi to find an apprenticeship. Jobs were rare at that time, those days. So I worked for free for almost 2 years at a small helicopter company. Those years were tough but valuable. I cleared all the DGC exams and built the resilience that still guide me today. In 2004, in 2004, I started certifying helicopters, first supporting agricultural spray operations across India. By 2006, I trained in Singapore and became the first certified engineer in India on the 109C helicopters. In 2007, I trained also on the AW139 and again become the country first certified engineer on that model. And these days, 139 is a very successful helicopter in the world. During those days, I was maintaining helicopter for chief ministers, cabinet ministers, and top industrialists. In 2013, I joined the Caverton Helicopters in Nigeria, just as the company secured a $600 million offshore contract with the Shell Petroleum. Within a month, I was promoted from the line engineer to maintenance manager. And over the next 10 years, I grew to become a technical director. My experience here proved that opportunity is given based on the merit, not the nationality or color. I'm thankful to Caverton management for this. Today, I am pursuing a PhD on optimizing aircraft maintenance and reducing cost, a way give back to the industry that has saved my life.
Truly, sir, that's the best thing you started with, and very rightly said that it doesn't matter if you're good at your job, where you come, what you do in the past won't matter.
Exactly. Tanay.
Yeah. So you've managed $600 million plus contracts. We would love to know, how do you balance cost, safety, and timelines, especially in high pressure offshore ops?
This is a great question. Offshore operations are high stakes because you are not just moving machines, you are moving people's lives, often in challenging environment. For me, the balance between the cost, safety, and timeline start with a very clear hierarchy. Safety always comes first. If safety is compromised, the cost and the timeline don't matter because the entire operation is at risk. Once that foundation is set, the real challenge is managing cost and timeline without cutting corners. I will always believe in proactive planning and preventive maintenance. anticipating issues before they escalate, that reduce downtime and avoid the much higher cost of last minute fixes. On timeline, it is about building realistic schedule with some flexibility for unforeseen challenges. And it always comes with the experience. Because in offshore operations, weather and logistics can change overnight. Strong communication with the client is also a key because it gives the confidence, it gives the trust. Being transparent about what can be delivered and when build trust. So in short, my approach is safety as a non-negotiable base, preventing planning to manage cost, and honest communication to keep timeline practical. That's what keep the operation reliable and even under pressure.
Sir, hearing how you navigate high pressure contracts with such balance makes me wonder. Because clearly you're someone who doesn't just follow trends, you prepare for what's next. And speaking
Yeah.
of the future, drone operations are picking up serious speed. How do you see them truly integrating into mainstream aviation maintenance, especially from the lens of safety, scale, and skilled manpower?
Drone is very important. You can see from the defense, it just started from the defense and now it's going into the civilian. We cannot ignore. Sometime, people like me, who has old, we can say the old generation, they don't believe in changing the pattern. But sometimes you need to accept the technology, change of the technology. Now drone came and it's changing the technology, reducing the cost, increasing the safety. So drone is very valuable, and my understanding in the future is the drone future in civil aviation and the defense also.
Yeah, because the newest technology, so going ahead, it will provide some new use cases, help us
Exactly,
in ways.
Mr. I can give you 20 minutes lecture on this because I
Yeah,
am the person who trained myself on the drone,
okay.
and I started the project in my company, and now is a $1 million. We are running the $1 million contract. In a few
Wow.
days, I'm going to China to make some tie up with a company for the Nigerian government.
Wow. Sir, hearing the scale and intensity of everything you've led from drones to offshore fleets, it's clear your journey is filled with defining moments. But if you had to pause and look back, what's that one moment you hold closest?
Then it's not easy for me to pick just one moment, but a few stands out. One was that when I worked through an entire day and night to make an helicopter serviceable, so we could rescue a critically ill patient from a remotely hilly village in Himachal, and we succeeded in saving that life. Another was in UAV, where I trained myself and built a project from scratch, and I proudly can say which it is running very successful.
Yeah, that's life changing. So, the first thing you said, saving lives, nothing comes above that.
Especially in the Rohtang, I work for the Himachal government, and when
Yeah,
there's a snow
yeah.
in the Rohtang, there's no communication, there's no conveyance, so only help by helicopter you can save the people.
Wow. All right, so let's shift gears now. We have a very own quick rapid fire round. So the only thing I request you is in this is quick answers, one word or one sentence. So are we
Yeah,
ready? Perfect. One word your team would use to describe you.
yeah. My team always say me dependable because whether
Lovely.
it's a critical maintenance issue or a team challenge, they know I will always be there to lead from the front.
First job you ever did and one thing it taught you.
My first job was working without pay in a small rotary company. It taught me humility, perseverance, and the value of earning your place with hard work.
One Indian dish that instantly feels like home.
Yeah, I don't have any confusion on that. It's a dal khichdi, simple, comfortable, and timeless. It reminds me of my roots in my mother's kitchen.
Lovely. One book or movie that stayed with you.
Yeah, one book which I always remember, and it's always give me the a good feeling. The Alchemist by Paulo. It beautifully captures the idea that if you truly want something and work towards it, the universe finds a way to help you get there.
If you could tell yourself one thing, sir, what would it be?
Trust your journey. Even the difficult days are building you for a.
Sir, firstly, thank you so much. That was a lovely rapid fire round.
Thank you.
Sir, you've spent years working hands-on with platforms like the AW139 and A109, close cousins of the AW101 helicopters involved in the Augusta Westland VVIP scam. While you had no involvement in that case, but as someone who's managed VVIP helicopters and led multi-million-dollar contracts, how do you maintain transparency, trust, and operational integrity in environments where aviation and politics often intersect?
Tanay, I am a technical person, so I always try to not involve in the other things, especially the financial things. So, I'm basically my job is to make the aircraft serviceable, airworthy, and I have nothing to do with the finance and more or less political than anything else.
True. Keep it simple and that will take care of itself. So, what inspired you to join Directors Institute and how has the experience helped you evolving as a leader?
Yeah, Tanay, what inspired me to join the Actor Institute? It was the idea that people with real hands-on experience can contribute meaningfully on the board level. I have spent over 2 decades in aviation, operation and maintenance, and I know how important it is to connect strategy with ground reality. The institutes give me that platform over time. It has shaped me to think beyond day-to-day problem solving and look at the bigger picture, risk governance, and long-term growth. That shift has made me evolve into a more rounded leader.
Lovely, sir. Thank you so much for those thoughts, sir, and for those kind words. And for not just sharing the systems and stories, but for giving us a real look at the mindset and maturity behind your journey. It's been a pleasure.
Thank, thank you, then. Thank you very much.
To everyone tuning in, whether you're leading crews, handling compliance, or gearing up for boardroom roles, this episode is a reminder that leadership isn't built overnight. It's the building blocks slowly over time that count. It's built day by day, rotor by rotor, decision by decision. This has been FaceTime with Leaders, powered by Directors Institute. Until next time, keep leading with purpose, stay future ready, and of course, have fun in your journey. Thank you so much.